How's it going, everyone? Welcome back, and today we're gonna take a look at Alpyne, which is a dark fantasy Skyrim mod list from wabbajack. First things, we're gonna go a little bit through the Helgen introduction scene because I really like it. So I want you guys to just kind of watch this with me. We're not gonna go all the way through, just until we reach the dungeon. And then I'm gonna skip the introduction and make a character, and we're gonna start actually playing the game. But this is one of the rare occasions where I really love this whole scene in Helgen. It looks so cinematic and apocalyptic, and you guys will see what I mean. So let's watch this together.
Hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, they could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in Pines now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
Sovngarde
This
awaits.
can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
I mean, this is such an iconic scene, and although if you played through all it like hundreds of times, you kind of get like a sick of it. But when I got Alpyne, I decided to play through the scene, and it just felt different. I think because of the music. You guys probably noticed there's a new music in this mod. I'm gonna talk about it later. But pay attention now once we are called to the chopping block. I believe it's like some kind of a chant will start playing in the background, and the Alduin arrives and everything will turn red, like very apocalyptic. It truly feels like an end of the world. And this is the point of this mod list. This is a dark fantasy Skyrim, so yeah, it really hits different.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tully is the military governor, and it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this.
It's funny because Talmor is actually trying to release them. If you'll read the papers in the embassy.
This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny. When I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Yeah, I think most of the Stormcloaks are actually ex-Imperial soldiers. Which is why Hadvar will call Ralof a traitor later.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Yes, Papa.
Whoa!
Get these prisoners out of the carts! Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line.
I just love the hair physics, how it's swaying on the wind. It makes such a big difference.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them! We weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time!
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood.
No care of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers!
Oh, this is going to be a...
Anyone
Yep,
else
double
feel
kill.
like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
Alright. So,
Who are
I'm gonna skip the character creation because I'm gonna restart later on. So let's just go on like this.
you? You picked a bad time to come home to Skyrim, kinsman. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. At least you'll die here, in your homeland. Follow the captain.
Like, Hadvar actually feels sorry for us. But there's nothing he can do, really.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
If only he was more patient, he will actually survive.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
But maybe Alduin was destined to appear right before our execution. You never know.
Can you say the same?
Alright. Oh, almost missed the basket. Oh, I think the head fell down.
You Imperial bastards!
Very sloppy. Very sloppy.
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless and
Alright guys, now watch
as
this.
he was in life.
Watch this atmosphere.
Yes, the Nord and the Rags!
There it is again. Did you hear that?
It's like, you feel like you're about to be executed for real, man. It's so real.
Prisoner. Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Alright. Now watch this.
Sentries, what do you see?
The music and the atmosphere. That's a good old Alduin. Bad idea, Alduin. Bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the subtitles. Alright. Ooh. Look at this. Look at this apocalypse. Look at that.
What is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Legends don't burn down villages.
We need to move now! Up through the tower. Let's go!
Alright.
Just need to
Well,
see the inn on the other side. Jump through the roof and keep going.
right.
We'll follow when we can.
Oh, that was a good landing. I only lost a little bit of health. Look at this.
Now! That boy, you're doing great. Toro!
Ooh. They're fried. They're fried.
Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way.
You hear that? Keep close to me if you want to stay alive.
General Tullius and join the defense.
This is the end of the world. It feels like the apocalypse. Ragnarok. Right? Look at that. Fire and ash. Take a look at the Alduin. I'm gonna talk about him a little bit later on. But I'm really glad he looks originally like vanilla. he's not replaced. Look at that. I don't know, after all these years, I really respect this scene for what it does. I mean, this is the best way to start Skyrim. It's like the...
Damn traitor! Out of my... You're not stopping us this time. Fine, I off that ready. Takes you all to Sovereign Guard. You, come on! Into the keep! With me, prisoner. Let's go! We've got to get inside! Now!
That's it. So now I'm gonna restart and go to character creation.
Really a drag. Bring us at the end.
Alright. Now I'm gonna turn off the music, actually. I usually play without music for various reasons, but right. Now we're gonna go to the main menu and let's skip the introduction. So I just want to show you guys a little bit of this scene. I think it's a very good way to kind of get a taste of this mod list, what it's all about. So now let's start and we're gonna skip the introduction. Alright. So this mod list is much more grounded. If you compare it to the Elder Gleam, the one I showcased a couple of days ago, yeah, we don't have all those crazy hairstyles. This is just basically vanilla hairstyles and improved. I don't know, I really, out of all the NPC overhauls, I really like this one. I believe Nordic Souls also uses this NPC overhaul, which is very vanilla, just slightly enhanced, right? Sharper textures, but still looks like Skyrim. This is Skyrim aesthetic. And yeah, so yeah, nothing crazy. However, there are some new hairstyles. I think this is a new one. The thing is, my favorite hairstyle is missing again. I don't know why it's gone. I think it's replaced by this one. But I'm usually gonna go now with this one. We're gonna make those brows a little bit wider and more prominent. And what else? What else? The nose is fine. Alright, here we are. I'm gonna side with Hadvar. For all you Stormcloak enjoyers out there, you know, it's fine. It's just a choice. So, if we start like this, we're gonna have this like a starting chest equipment. And the thing is that we actually can choose a background. Again, it's also optional. We cannot totally skip this. And there are quite a few backgrounds or classes. So, you guys can see. For example, let's go with a Crusader. I'll mostly go with the Crusader, let's say. And then what we're gonna do, we basically cast a spell. And now we got the starting equipment for the Crusader class, which is the Amulet of Standar and like a basic armor, Iron Armor and Iron Mace. And we got a spell of Turn Lesser Undead. So you guys can already see it. This is very roleplay oriented mod list. And let me see. So we can actually level up. And so Alpyne is based on Skyrim redone, which I'm not very familiar with, but I believe it's like a total overhaul of Skyrim. So let me take a look, for example. Yeah. So all the perks are changed, pretty much. There are plenty of new options. So I believe in this mechanic we can actually specialize in different, not just in different skills, but even within a skill we can have like several branches or paths. Wayfarer. What's a Wayfarer? Become more resistant to frost and move faster. So Wayfarer is like something about survival. Oh yeah, it's a survival based skill. It can be a tracker, it can have a lore about predators, hunting silently, gatherer, hunter-gatherers kind of stuff. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, this is all kind of like a survival based. Sneak. So for example, if you choose a one-hand skill tree, look at all these options. So you can specialize not only in different weapons, but even, let's say, for a sword, you can specialize for a special type of swords, if that makes sense. Like short sword and broadswords, or katanas. Yep. Yeah, so in general, this modlist is very roleplay friendly. And I actually love this modlist, and I'm gonna talk to you guys why. However, it's not flawless. So yeah, like I said, Alpyne is based on Skyrim redone.
Listen,
And
join up with the Imperial Legion.
yeah, it's a total overhaul of the mechanics.
If the rebels have
However, there are other
resources,
mods, right? So
Tullius is
combat
the only one
is
who can
challenging. It's definitely more challenging than vanilla, but it's not as hardcore as, let's say, Requiem. So I kind of played around a little bit, and I really had lots of fun. So
see that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy,
yep.
that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night.
Yeah.
That kind
You
of
guys
thing.
can already see this is a
I stood on my
very
shoulder.
specific vision of Skyrim. So I think basically all wabbajack mod lists can be categorized into, well, basically there are two categories, right? There are mod lists that claim to be visual only overhauls, meaning they want to be like a next gen Skyrim, right?
Three of the
Like same
13 ancient
game,
cities
just
built
modernized
atop
graphics
Skyrim's
and
landscape.
whatnot.
Warm, good.
And another category is much bigger, and those are mod lists that kind of offer a different perspective of Skyrim, different experience. And Alpyne is definitely one of those. So Alpyne doesn't claim to be just a modernized Skyrim. Like, we are the same game, just you know, for a new engines. It's actually, the purpose of this mod list is to provide a different experience. It's a dark fantasy, it's very gritty, it's very visceral. Combat is more challenging, we're gonna see later. Actually, it's very easy to die. But again, it's not punishing as, let's say, Requiem. It also plays very smooth. Like, for example, I feel like I'm playing a vanilla. Like, it's so light, it's so fast. Another thing, for example, which I really like, these are the flowers, right? These are the purple mountain flowers, and these are the blue mountain flowers. So I remember when I played Elder Gleam, many mods have, I think this is a cathedral plants, I'm not sure. They usually have these mountain flowers very kind of like a colorful, and they kind of stand out from the rest of the plants. But what this mod does is that these flowers basically look like any other flower in game. So they're very, they blend in like seamlessly, right? They don't stand out, which I really like. So for example, here we see blue mountain flowers and red mountain flowers, and it's so easy to mistake them for like a random, like generic flowers in the game. So I kind of like this, that I guess it's more immersive. And Alpyne also uses a single EMB. It's called Cows. I believe it's Cows. K-A-U-Z. And I have to say I like it. The colors are more toned down. So game is not really that bright and colorful and flashy like, let's say, most of the other mod lists. Right? There's like a... And that's the thing that I like about Alpyne. I like that it has like a certain tone, and it's very consistent throughout the game. So it really feels like a... just like a different version of Skyrim. So if you're looking for a, let's say, a darker, grittier Skyrim with more visceral combat and some new content, like, this is actually a pretty good mod list.
A dragon here in Skyrim. What's this world coming to? First the war, now dragons. Trouble loves company, they say. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Oh, I want to show you guys Faendal is here. I think Faendal looks awesome. There he is.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe... Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
So this is actually lore friendly. Like Wood Elves or Bosmer, they used to have antlers. Not all, but many of them. They would have this tiny antlers. So basically male Bosmer would have this very like a impish appearance. Like imps. Like a little wild. And there are even like in canon different variations of them. So there were some male Bosmer, they look like almost like a boar people, very wild. Of course later on that toned down. I think Morrowind portrayed Wood Elves pretty good. And actually in general races in Morrowind look much more distinct. You can easily recognize each race. And I think in Skyrim they kind of toned that down. It almost became difficult to actually distinct some of the races. But I believe now they're a little bit easier to like distinct again. So for example, Bosmer will have antlers, and let me take a look at Delphine. I know in Eldergleam Delphine looks younger. Someone made a comment how she looks young, and she's supposed to be old. Like she's a war veteran. The war that happened like what 30 years ago or something. I forgot. So yeah, but overall, I think this is one of the better NPC overhauls, I have to say. Here's... Oh yeah, look at that. Wow.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
She looks old.
Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes.
I think this is a more believable Delphine, right?
Sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
And look, she has a pointy ear because she's a Breton. So yeah, this is what I was saying. Like races are more distinct because lore-wise, Bretons, I believe, have more like a elven-looking ears. Not all the way, but a little bit, because they're descended from elves. They're a mixture of elves and humans. So yeah, she's a Breton, and Ognar is. Same old grumpy Orgnar.
You promised me you'd sweep the entranceway.
Yep.
Wait, let me guess.
Yeah, that's their little love story. Let's leave him alone and move on. There's so many things I want to showcase you guys, and also another reason I want to show you the Helgen introduction. Besides looking very apocalyptic, it's Alduin. So in the previous modlist, Eldergleam, Alduin is replaced to look like a Game of Thrones dragon, which someone made a comment is very dumb, and now I agree 100%. And I'm gonna tell you a reason why, because there's a reason why Alduin looks the way it looks in the game. I actually watched an interview by a Skyrim character developer. I believe he's called Jonah Loeb. He actually has a YouTube channel, and there were plenty of YouTube interviews with Skyrim developers recently. You guys can check it out. So basically, he was saying how... So Jonah Loeb modeled, among other things, he made Alduin. And he explained how he was inspired by Meteor. The Alduin was inspired by Meteor, which is so crazy. I never kind of connected that. I never made that connection, but actually makes so much sense. Because so this is why Alduin looks so like a rocky, has like all the spikes, and basically if you made like a ball out of him, he will look like a giant boulder, right? He really looks like a giant piece of rock. And I mean, he is the world eater, right? He arrived to bring the end of the world, the apocalypse or Ragnarok. And you guys saw in the scene like how everything turned red. like there's ash and fire everywhere, and he has this special power to call upon like a fiery rocks from the skies, which I believe this is how he will end the world eventually. If there's no Dragonborn to stop him, I think he will just grow in power stronger, and I think he will basically engulf entire planet Nirn with this like a fire rock storm, basically meteorites. And Alduin being this cataclysmic world-ending meteor causing the mass extinction. I believe this is how he would like eat the world, basically by fire. So it makes sense that he is inspired by the meteor. But this is what I'm trying to say, like this developer, he explained how it was such a long process to model Alduin, all those little details to make him look unique. And then you have this mod that just decides to replace him for no reason. It kind of loses or misses the whole point, I believe. Especially if you portray, if you trying to make like a vanilla plus mod list that claims to be like true to vanilla, just more modernized, then there's really no reason to replace Alduin with some Game of Thrones model just because it's cool or something. You know, nothing against the Game of Thrones, but Skyrim dragons look the way they look for a reason. So yeah, I just want to say that. So yeah, I'm glad that Alduin looks the way he looks, and yeah, I think the game looks really great. Like there's a style that's consistent, and yeah, speaking of flaws or things that I will maybe change, perhaps this willow trees. From what I understand, the Bethesda added willow trees to the construction kit. I'm not sure, I never used construction kit, but I think that's what I read somewhere. I don't know why they added willow trees. I'm actually a fan of willow trees. Like I do my own like a little world building, fantasy writing, and in my own world that I create, I actually have like an entire willow coast. So I do love willow trees. I just think they don't really belong to Skyrim so much. Maybe southern Skyrim. Let's take a look. Like maybe like seeing a couple of willows in a Falkreath or around Riften, like near the water. But having willow trees, I believe we're gonna see one all the way in tundra, which is, well, again, the modlist author claims, and he's honest about it, right? This is his vision, his preference. So he made Skyrim into his own like kind of preference, right? How he wants to make a game. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I just really love this aesthetics. Oh, we see a couple of dead fishes floating around. But also I was thinking about, again, watching that scene in Helgen, how it's obviously like partially inspired by Ragnarok and Norse mythology. We have a dragon this time who's kind of bringing the end of the world. But the scene between Hadvar and Ralof, it's kind of actually sad if you think about it, because from what I understand, they grew up together, they were childhood friends. I think both of them grew up in the Riverwood. And it's crazy because I think in Norse mythology, like the last age before the Ragnarok is, I think it's called Age of the Wolf. And one of the like symptoms of this age will be like brothers going against each other, which if you look at the Hadvar and Ralof, maybe they're not literally brothers, but in a way they are, right? They're like brothers and they're going against each other. So it's one of the symptoms, I guess, of it's like last apocalyptic times. So I just thought it's very interesting to point out. But I really love the water. It's not like a blue like in the Caribbean or something. It's more, I guess, green. And also, guys, I'm gonna turn the God mode on because You guys gonna see, the combat is actually very challenging. Especially if I want to showcase the game around. I don't want to die because also there's no... I believe there are no autosaves, so you have to manually save. But, you know what, let me go to the sword. Like this. I hear some wolves. Oh. That's a cool animation. So, oh, sorry buddy, sorry. Let's go from third person perspective. Yep. So actually, if you play normally, like sometimes these wolves will just one-shot me, or a couple of hits and I'm done. So yeah, it's very tricky. So yeah, there's another willow tree there. I mean, we are now in the essentially a tundra region, right? This is Whiterun. I don't think there are willows. But again, I keep saying that, but I have to remind, this mod list is not based on realism or, you know, immersion. This is basically a dark fantasy Skyrim. But it's ironic because in many ways this mod list feels very realistic. Like, combat is very realistic. There are no like flashy anime-like moves. Let's go. Oh. I was just about to swing my weapon every single time. Let's see. Look at Farkas. Ayla.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
Yeah, I mean, this Ayla looks much more realistic.
Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take
It's
on
funny
a giant.
because...
That's why I'm here, with my
Yeah.
shield brothers.
Yeah.
I'll take my leave then.
It's funny because this mod list is more like a mid-tier compared to Elder Gleam or Lorim or whatever, those big hitters. But to me it looks better in many ways.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
I mean, Ayla looks much more believable in this
Well, that's
form.
taken care of. No thanks to you.
And these are, I believe, companion armors. Yeah, there are plenty of new armors in this mod. Actually, Alpyne uses immersive weapons, believe it or not. So that's a mod that I haven't heard about for years. Immersive weapons and armors, and there's also immersive creatures, but this mod list uses only immersive armors, I believe. And yeah, that's a very old mod. However, Alpyne uses a modified or updated version of immersive armors, which I was kind of actually suspicious because I used to use immersive armors in the past, and even back then, like, plenty of those armors kind of stand out. They're a little bit too much, maybe. Stylistically, they're just too different from the rest of the game. However, I have to say, I look at some pictures and the updated version of the immersive armors is much better. The mod is much improved, actually, so maybe we're gonna have a chance to see some of them.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Yeah.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
So let's take a look at the Whiterun. Alright, look at that. You know, so many Whiterun mods, they turn the city into like this, like a high fantasy city filled with trees and flowers and everything.
Why don't you swallow that stuff?
This one looks so...
Ask Yorland Greymane for help.
I don't know. How would you guys describe this aesthetic?
Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
It's still colorful, but
I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
also looks gritty, right? I think because of this ground. Like we see this. How do you call this? Wood covering the mud. It's very medieval. But the NPCs just look good, in my opinion. Let's take a look at Adrian. Yeah, it's the same old Adrian, right?
Can I help you? The
What?
finest weapons and armor.
Yeah, she's not gonna have much right now because I'm a level 2. But you guys can see also like weapons are redesigned. I especially love... Oh, she doesn't have... Oh, she has steel greatsword. It looks so good. But yeah, I think... Yeah, almost all weapons are redesigned.
Don't forget to check.
In a way,
inside the
even though it's
shop
called
for
Dark
weapons.
Fantasy, this game is actually much more grounded. And yeah, look at this. And again, this mountain flowers, they just blend in seamlessly. They just look like some weed, right, on the road.
Excuse me.
She looks great. Look at that.
Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk.
Mm-hmm.
Easier
Easier said than done. Maybe I can help you?
You do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
Isolde looks
Farewell.
great. I forgot about it.
Greymane or Battleborn?
Battleborn? Although
Then
I have a
say,
secret,
well
guys.
met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one.
I have a secret.
I laid eyes
So
on
even
you.
though I'm an Imperial supporter, I actually like Greymanes better. I think Greymanes are much better than Battleborns. There's something really annoying about them. He's also a
Well
Battleborn,
met, kinsman.
but he's more chill than his older brother. I believe his younger brother, or I don't know.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
Yep, he's chill. He's actually in a relationship with Greyman. It'd be cool to like see in Elder Scrolls 6, maybe like a dialogue or a rumor, I don't know, or maybe a book, how him and what's his girlfriend name, how they kind of reunited the clans after the Civil War. That'll be like a cool little lore. But let's see Bellator. So all the interiors are also
Take a good look around.
overhauled.
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not,
Nothing
no,
too
might
flashy.
get stored
So
away.
again, stylistically, this mod overhauls cities and interiors, but they're not like overdone. I've seen some interiors that look so detailed. Like, I'm sure there's lots of effort
Please do look
went into
around.
them, but
Sure I have something you'll want.
again, see all these potions, they look very, very grounded. So yeah, I think why I think suits Skyrim, because Elder Scrolls in general is basically epic realism. I think Todd Howard even mentioned this, or someone from Bethesda. They said how Elder Scrolls, or at least Skyrim, is based on epic realism, which really describes the tone of the game. And Alpyne really has this epic realism. It's just a little bit darker and grittier. Look at him. He's a Breton. Pointy ears? A little bit. Not as much as Delphine, but you guys can see a difference between my ears and his ears. So Bretons have this, like a very subtle elven features.
Foolish old woman. You know.
Oh, look at the sky. Look at
Our
that.
struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son? What of Thorold? Is he nothing?
Wow.
So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at Hulda. This is Alpyne. Yeah, she's the girlfriend. So it could be that Alpyne and Jon, Battleborn, they may like reunite clans.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
I am? Oh, the wolves. I was bitten by the wolves. I'm but a werewolf. Oh, Ebonarm Blessing. Due to the heavy armor equipped, the movement speed is reduced by 16%. But yeah, like I said, guys, this is more roleplay friendly. I'm sure, like, as we move scale level up and you know, improve our skills, this can be reduced. But yeah, we have a rock joint. Seriously, I had no idea. I had to buy potion.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere.
I want to find
This is
Sadia,
an ode to Skyrim's
or Sadia,
stone protectors.
how you pronounce her name.
We drink to our
But yeah, I just want to show you guys the interiors. They look very nice. This is a... Yeah, so all or most of the Creation Club is here. It's integrated, it's improved. Right? This is the story of... well, this is the quest to retrieve a silver armor, which I really love. I'm not going to do it now. But there's like an overall bigger story about the Crimson Dirks. They're kind of like an organized gang. They're pretty cool, actually, Creation Club quest. Let me find Sadia. Yeah, here's the war axe. Look at that. Take our home.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings.
Oh yeah, here's the Utgerd. She actually looks nice also.
We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
So the funny thing, Sadia, I noticed in this mod list or interior or whatever, she's kind of difficult to find. Let's see if I sit down.
That has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Oh, there she
You
is.
want a drink?
Yeah, but otherwise she's almost like hiding, which kind of makes sense, right? If you guys know her story. What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry?
Sadia looks great also. I'd like some cheese. 68 gold coins for a cheese wheel. Dude, the economy is going nuts.
Now please, no more questions.
Please, no more questions, right? I really like her character, although she is a Talmor spy. You guys know that, right? But I usually prefer to keep it in the game. I don't do her quest because, I don't know, the Banner Mare feels kind of empty without her. So, yeah, I'm gonna show you something, guys. In the companion hall, so certain prominent like faction members they kind of received like additional overhaul to make them a little bit more unique, but nothing overly crazy. One overhaul that I really like is this dude right here, Torvar. I really like it because Torvar in vanilla game, he's kind of like a often overlooked, right? Like a drunkard and whatever. But this guy. Vignar is enjoying the view.
You're pathetic.
I don't know why, this scene always cracks me up. But let me show you guys Torvar.
I haven't seen you before, have I?
I love
We
his
met?
face paint.
I'm sorry if I've forgotten.
Too bad we can't use it for our character. I think I tried to find this face paint for our character. It's possible. I think it comes with the mod. So again, it makes him unique, right? There's no one else in game, I think, that looks like this. So it's really cool. All right. So now we arrived Morthal, and it's a morning. I'm gonna keep it like this so you guys can absorb some different kind of weather. So now it's cloudy, right? It's very atmospheric. So this is Morthal. So you guys gonna see what I'm talking about. RedBag's overhauls are absolute complete overhauls. Everything is different. So yeah, you wouldn't even know it's Morthal unless there is not this sigil right here. Look at that.
What's the Jarl going to do about it? How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns.
Wow.
I'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst. Morthal has enough problems as it is. It's no use. Let's get back to it then.
Oh, so this is the town hall. High Moon Hall. So dark. Wow, look at that. Whole area.
You don't look so good. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I know. Is this like a boat? Gida.
Well, hello.
Wow.
Yes?
Oh my god, this is Jarl Idgrod, the Ravencrown. Look at this.
So, life has brought you to Morthal, and to me. What purpose this serves, we will no doubt see. Welcome.
I'm not gonna lie, she kinda looks interesting. So for example, in the case of Morthal, every building is, I believe, basically a boat or a ship turned upside down, right? Look at that. So entire town is made out of these ships, which I wonder if it's like inspired by Companion's Hall, which is also a upside down ship. So maybe RedBag was going for that, like this kind of like old Norse tradition, dating all the way from Companions. I don't know, was he inspired by that or what? But yep. Ooh, someone is swimming there. The child is swimming. And also this water has some issues here. So as you guys can see, there's some clipping going on, or I don't know how you call that. But yeah, this is actually a known issue with this modlist that needs some polishing. I mean, allow the color palette, the green and like a reddish brown, red. It kind of fits the Morthal tone. So
need something?
Yeah, there are like some new like generic NPCs walking around. So what do you guys think of Morthal? I was really skeptical at first, especially because I was looking for a more familiar looking Skyrim. But then in time it kind of grew on me. Oh, this is the burned house. Quote unquote house. Oh. Oh yeah, let me find the tavern. Whoa. What the hell you guys
I'm the best warrior in Morthal, and that's no boast.
Good for you, man. Moorside Inn, here it is.
Finally, someone comes in.
It's kind of difficult to find.
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I got nothing but time these days.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, guys, this is Morthal. I guess let's move on. Let's go to Falkreath. Now, Falkreath is also stylistically completely different. Alright, so now we arrived Falkreath. I'm gonna show you guys another huge main town that's also overhauled drastically. So I think Falkreath is more recognizable than, let's say, Morthal is. But still, there are some really drastic stylistic choices here. So, as you guys can see, it's all also made of wood, but it's just a different architecture. I also think the Falkreath has like a really giant pit, like a fighter's pit. But I don't know if there are actual pits, like fights going on, or it's just there for decoration. What's this? Jarl's Longhouse. Let's check out the Longhouse. Oh, I really like this one. Really love this one. Oh yeah. First Sword of Leowin. What?
Need something?
Oh really? I challenge you to a duel in the arena. There goes the answer to my question previously. There are arena fights. I didn't know.
Speak.
Speak. Yeah. You know what? I really love Falkreath interiors and so cozy. This is a
I'm just itching for a fight.
Yeah, I think this is one of the worst Jarls in the game. Or at least most corrupt. Oh,
Need something?
yeah, these dudes, we can all like challenge them for a duel.
Until next time.
Interesting. Lena Youngblade Greymane.
Until next time.
Pretty cool. Yours bones.
Yours bones. Handsome man in
But
Aren't you
there
a
is
sight to
one companion here. It's Auri or Auri. It's a Bosmer companion, which is very interesting choice. And I guess since the author decided to have her included, she must be a good companion. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not really knowledgeable about companion mods. So Auri, yeah, this is her here. Home. Auri's pod. She lives in a pod. So let's try to find her. It's somewhere this way. So even sprinting is more realistic. Like we are not running super fast. So I think it's the groundedness and realism that kind of makes me love this mod list, as well as visuals. Again, like I said, it's a cozy or cows EMB. It's a maybe lesser known, but it's a really, really solid EMB. This is a cracked Tusk Keep. So yeah, I guess it's time to talk about the new content. And there is a new content in Alpyne. So for example, some of these keeps are overhauled. So as you guys know, cracked Tusk Keep is really a unique place, even in vanilla Skyrim, because it's an old imperial fort taken over by orc gang, orc hunters. And so it's like a mixture. It's like a mixture of orcish and.
You want a real fight, eh?
I just slice him up. So again, I have a god mode on, or else I will already die. So I just want to show you guys some animations here. So there are no kill cams, but you can decapitate enemies in a mid-fight, right? Which is actually really badass. Oh. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh. Right in the eye, man. Come on, man. Look at them. They are retrieving into the forest. You guys saw that? One shot kill. It happens once in a while, and it's really cool. There goes his head. So it's not gonna happen every time, but if you have a full stamina, and I do have full stamina because I'm in the god mode, so... Oh, I missed. So same as I can kill enemy in one basically hit. That can also happen to me. So yeah, I've really loved the combat. So for example, if you play like a legit without the console commands, it's very challenging, and it will take a long time to clear out this dungeon. But look at this. Off with the head. Yeah, I really love this overhaul. So I talk a little bit about this heap in one of my videos about strange bandits, because there was a unique orc bandit chief living there who is in the possession of this Mehun's razor pieces, right? So these are basically exiled orcs. Let's take a look inside just a little bit. Oh yeah, so interiors are actually vanilla, same. Let me use mace. So maces have different animations. One thing about combat is that every swing feels so real that it takes time. I'm gonna take a bow and show you something later. Let me find this dude here.
Son of a...
It's crazy. It's vanilla. It feels like vanilla combat in the sense that it's not overly fast and flashy, but it's more gritty and realistic.
Puny weakling. That will be the last mistake you make.
Yes, swinging a mace takes such a long time. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, so actually I lose stamina even with the god mode. Or, I'm not sure. Brigade plate harness. Let's get a steel warhammer. Nice. Another thing is that it's very easy to miss the enemies. Just swinging towards them doesn't mean you're gonna hit them. Which is because
I fought worse than you.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, just because you swing towards them, it doesn't mean you're gonna hit them. I think their hitboxes are improved. So you actually have to be precise. See? I missed. Both times I missed. In vanilla, that will be a hit because I literally just swing towards him. And that's a kill move. So yeah, you can decapitate them, you can chop off their limbs, you can splice them up. And there's a burned corpse. Oh. Anyhow, let's go find Auri. I think that's her pod over there. But we're just gonna take a look at her. I think she's the only like a big companion, like a custom companion. So there's also another mod, it's called Khajiit Will Follow. And I believe it adds a few unique Khajiit followers throughout the game. Yeah. Oh, this looks cool. So this is Auri's pod. It's the home of a custom companion. I really don't know much about her, so let's take a look at her really fast. Yeah, if I remember from the installation, this is alternative appearance of... So this is not how she looks originally in the mod. She is overhauled.
Are you lost?
Yeah, I'm kind of lost actually. I'm just looking around. So what can we find about her just by looking around? She loves books, she loves art, right? Let's see.
Hello. Can I help you?
I was just curious about the pod.
Yes, I suppose it's not something you see very often in Skyrim, is it? Where I come from, they're very common. Valenwood, all the way to the south. What about you? Are you from here?
Yep, born and raised.
I see. Do you know Skyrim very well?
Not yet. I'm still exploring, kinda.
I see. I don't suppose you're in need of a traveling companion, are you? I could use someone to show me around this cold, unfamiliar place. I'm a very good archer too, so I could watch your back in return. What do you say?
Okay, let's try a little bit. Why not?
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it. My name is Auri, by the way. It's nice to meet you.
Alright, let's go.
I'm right behind you.
Right? She has sharp teeth. Let's explore a little bit together for fun. Where can we go next? Oh, there's a wild horse. I believe that's a creation club. Yeah, you can practically tame wild horses. Let me see.
Yes?
I'd like to ask you about the Bosmer culture.
Go ahead.
Is it true that you eat your enemies?
It is. It's called the Meat Mandate, and it's part of the Green Pact. It dictates that a fallen enemy must be eaten within 3 days of a battle.
I regret asking.
Later, then.
So that's why you have sharp teeth. Alright, you know what? I decided to like cross across this tundra a little bit. Just a little bit. And let's... Oh, she found a way out. Alright, that's good. Wow, she's moving really fast. Alright. Alright, so let's take a little stroll across the tundra. What I really love about this tundra is that it looks like a tundra. At least according to vanilla. It's dry grass, right? There are no trees. I think I'll just get rid of the willow trees in tundra. Just for like a little bit more immersion. And yeah, actually even the tundra landscape is a little bit overhauled. There's some details like this ruin over here. Oh yeah, I forgot to add. So speaking about the new content, besides Auri, the companion, and the city overhauls, there's a mod called Siren Route, which is like a quest mod, and there's Forgotten City. Now, I never heard about Siren Route, so I'm eager to explore, but I did hear about Forgotten City. I haven't played it, but I know. Oh yeah, I remember this. So yeah, Forgotten City and Skyrim Route are like two major quest mods added. But there's also a mod pack called Hamet's Dungeon Pack, which adds, I believe, around 30 custom dungeons. Again, I never played any of those. I'm looking forward to a playthrough. Someone is there. I did heard that it's actually a good mod. Really? Let's see her. Ooh, bandits. Bandits. There you go. Ooh. Alright. Oh, she got him. She got him. So many heads will roll. Show me your famous wood elf skills. Ooh, that arrow literally just bounced off. Yeah. I think this mod overhauls the NPC targeting or archery skills. So I believe in vanilla, like NPCs are very precise, almost unnaturally precise, right? Like they'll hit you while you move, jump around. So I think that's fixed here. So actually even NPCs can miss. So it's more realistic.
What did the Bosmer get when he came home late for dinner? The cold shoulder.
What? Alright. Now we are in Rorikstead. Believe it or not. It's totally unrecognizable again. It's typical for RedBag's overhauls. So yeah, this is the road from Whiterun, and so Rorikstead is basically this. How would you even call it? This enclosed village. Yeah, this is the actual entrance to the village. Yeah, Whiterun, Rorikstead. Yeah, Rorikstead is totally unrecognizable. Let's take a look at the interior.
Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to Falkreath. It's very similar. But, yep. Really cool looking Rorikstead, I have to say, very different. So if you guys ever feel like experiencing different kind of Skyrim with the different looking cities or settlements, this is one of the options. Alright guys, welcome to Winterhold, the former capital of Skyrim, I believe. So this is the entrance here. Right. Let's take a look. I just fast traveled here via carriage. So let me just take a look actually at the shore over there. Alright, looks really good actually. So in this case, I believe the distant land, generation looks okay. I just believe maybe in the Whiterun there could be some improvements. But the Whiterun was always kind of difficult. Like many modlists have issue with Whiterun because it's so open and spacey, right? And you can see in the distance. So I guess it's the issue with balancing out the performance with the visuals. So I mean, this looks good. This looks like it could have been capital of Skyrim at one point, you know. It still looks devastated and ruined, but you can also see like a glimpse of the former glory. I really do love this overhaul. I think most of the cities are overhauled by the... What the hell? Yeah, just a random wolf attack. Oh, he's hit by an arrow.
Something to tell the grandkids, eh?
Yep.
The warm sand of elsewhere is far away from here.
Hey guys, this is Alpyne, the dark fantasy mod list, offering a really different and I'll say unique vision of Skyrim, and I believe it's very underrated. Not many people talk about Alpyne. Usually when you discuss mod lists on wabbajack, people will mention Nordic Souls or Lorim. There's something about this mod list that I really like and makes me want to play it all the way through. I think just because it's so consistent with what it tries to be, like dark fantasy with this gore and visceral elements, and a very challenging but at the same time addicting combat. It's really addicting. I cannot explain. Like let me show you guys. For example, if I try to use a bow and arrow, let me go a little bit further. So just pulling each arrow, like I can literally feel like the resistance. See? It takes a time. It's kind of slow. You can literally feel that it takes effort for each arrow. And then, you know, swinging a mace, it takes time. Because I believe Skyrim is made to be more grounded. It's not made to have this Witcher or Dark Souls like flashy combat, the so-called modern combat. I kind of prefer this more grounded, realistic moves, and but at the same time, compared to vanilla combat, this one is more challenging. It has really nice animations. Yep. Nice. Yep. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is Alpyne. You know what? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do a playthrough of this mod list very soon. Yeah, this mod list definitely deserves some attention. I think with some polishing, perhaps like fixing a little bit the issue with the distant land. There's too much like textures popping up like right in front of you. It probably reduced the frame rate a little bit, but to be honest, the frame rate, I mean the game feels so stable, it's so smooth. It really feels like vanilla. So I think like just improving the distant land generation a little bit wouldn't hurt the overall aesthetics and performance. And yeah, so the model is so good that I'm actually willing to overlook some of the things that I don't really like or prefer. And also, I think I forgot to mention, Alpyne uses at least 2 different soundtracks. So there's no Jeremy Soule music here. And this is something I actually also didn't like in the past. I actually love Jeremy Soule's music. to me, it's synonymous with Elder Scrolls. And so again, I was really a little bit skeptical about that, but actually the music used for this mod list really fits the narrative or the style. So one soundtrack is Lorcan by Young Scrolls, which is pretty recent actually. And another soundtrack mod is what's the name? Was it the Nightfall? And the night is spent with a Y. And it's practically like a dark, ambient, dark folk music. And it's really good. Now, I play mostly without music for a while already. Both Morrowind and Skyrim. And partly it's because I used to have some playthroughs with the music on, with the modded music. And those videos actually got copyrighted. So I just don't want to risk any more copyrights. So plus another really good thing about this mod list, it has a really nice sound overhaul, like the ambience. It's really rich, it's very immersive, so even playing without music, it kind of brings the immersion even up, which I like. And this EMB, it's really suitable for the dark fantasy style, but it's also something about it's very vintage. I think this color saturation and the like subtle vignettes, there's like a vintage, like a classic feel. And if you take a look at the user interface, there's also like this classic RPG style. At least to me, it reminds me of those like early 2000s RPGs. Definitely a mod list worth checking out. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm not gonna be a mod list reviewer. This is just something I wanted to do for this mod list and compare it to the Elder Gleam. So I'm working on new videos and expect a bunch of more stuff next month. And with that said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you very soon.